Hello guys, we have a major news at hand. Now, but let me start by asking you a question. What do you make about the China-UK spy scandal? Now, whatever you think about it, here is all that you need to know about it. Why the story is so important and why the US is threatening UK because of that issue. Now, this what really happened. Recently, two British guys, one called Chris Cash and the other one, Christopher Berry, were arrested for spying for China. Now, please like my video, comment on it, share it, and give me a follow. They were charged under the UK Official Secret Act. And that act or the law is meant to punish people who pass information to enemies of the state. But then there was a problem. The issue is that the British government refused to pronounce China an enemy or a national security or threat at that moment. So because of that, the prosecutors could not legally prove that the men were helping an enemy. So the case had to be dropped and the suspect freed. This decision shocked many in Britain and abroad, including the US. Now, why did the case fail in the first place? Number one, the law that was applied on it was very old. That's from 1911. And then it required proof that the secret were passed to an enemy. But of course, the UK could not say these guys are enemies. And number two, the UK government could not pronounce China an enemy, most likely because of threat and diplomatic reasons. Of course, in 1911, you could call China an enemy of the state because they had nothing to offer, but not today. You can't try that. So without that label, prosecutors said their case was impossible to continue. So this is what happened. The UK caught suspected spies, but could not call China an enemy, so the case had to what? To be dropped. They had to let it go. Now, that thing angered US because the US and the UK are close intelligence partners. They belong to the Five Eyes Alliance, all right? A group of 5 countries, the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And these guys share what we call very top secret information. Now, because of this, trust is everything, you know that. All right. So when the UK failed to prosecute Chinese spies, the US saw it as a kind of compromise, a sign of weakness. I hope UK has not been compromised by China and all of that. So Washington fears that Britain might be too soft on China and that the Chinese spies could use that information, they could use UK rather, as a backdoor to Western secret. So US decided to send a very strong warning to the UK. And this is what they said. If you can't protect against Chinese espionage, this could affect our relationship or our security cooperation. Now, don't be distracted. This is not just about two men. It's about how the West, especially US and the UK, how they perceive China's growing power. Get that very well. You know that China is often accused of spying and hacking and stealing technology from Western countries. That's the picture you have to understand. And the US has been very tough on China recently. Like, how can we be so tough on China about trade deals? In fact, recently, US has been preventing China from having access to, advanced technology chips that they can use for their systems, computers, back there in China. So if we are friends, why are you being soft on China and all of that? But the UK, however, on the other hand, has been balancing things because of trade and diplomacy. And that balancing is what is causing this scandal right now. Now, this is not to say that the US is trying to break ties with the UK, no. It is only sending a strong message. And it wants to remind London that security comes first before politics. That China's spy network should not be taken lightly. It's a real threat. And that allies must stand firm together. Do you understand? Now, there's so much to say about this whole thing. All right? But I thought to just bring this to you. This is what Beaver knows. What do you know about it?